All right, Jasmine, you got me? All right, we got about 8:38. I'll come back to you here shortly, okay? Thank you.
Service, real people.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family.
Welcome to Scrapper Arena for tonight's 4A4 Regional Championship game between the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers and the Nashville Scrapperettes. The visitors on the scoreboard will be the Lady Badgers, the home team being the Nashville Scrapperettes. Lady Badger fans, are you ready? Scrapperette fans, are you ready? Let's meet the starting lineup, starting with the visitors. At guard, senior number 12, Taylor Smith. At forward, senior number 20, Zalea Jackson. At guard, senior number 30, Janiyah McKillian. At center, senior number 34, Katie Gentry. And at forward, sophomore, wearing number 45, Emma Owens. The Badgers are coached by Jonathan Klein and assisted by Mandy Newman, Lindy Greenwich, and Brandon Henshaw. Now let's meet your Scrapperettes. At guard, senior number 0, Emma Chambers. At center, senior number 15, Sophia McCoy. At guard, senior number 23, Lyris Big. At guard, senior number 24, Huston Stever. And at forward, junior number 44, Ava Hasley. Scrapperettes are coached by Paul Dean, assisted by Megan Stringer.
Nashville Scrapperettes, the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers, ready to do battle here on the hard court. The winner goes as the number 1 seed. The loser goes as the number 2 seed at Morrilton, Arkansas this coming week. So the Nashville Scrapperettes, the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers, this makes the 3rd time that these two teams have met. Nashville took both of the first 2 contests, always tough to beat somebody 3 times, and we're fixing to find out if the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers, which I think is a big improved team, as they've gotten better all year long. The Nashville Scrapperettes, they got a charge in them trying to get to that state tournament and win it all. We're going to find out as we're ready for the tip here at center court, and we are underway. Nashville will get the tip as S. Chambers going to take it off the hand of Basilier, and we're ready to play here offensively. Nashville with the basketball first. Scribner coming off a 33-point night last night is out there, and now there's a steal by the Badgers, taken right back by the Nashville Scrapperettes as Lyris Bennett steps in front of the pass. They'll give it to Basilier. She's on the left side, shot up, won't go. Rebound Arkadelphia, and here come the Badgers with the basketball on the offensive end. Looking to trap right off the bat are the Nashville Scrapperettes. As the Badgers will get it, they'll go baseline to the left side. Nashville there to do the trap, and that will be a jump ball. Possession area staying with the Lady Badgers. So Arkadelphia will have the basketball right underneath their basket to inbound it. Still no score, just underway. 7:21 4A South Regional Tournament play here at Nashville. Badgers will get it inbounded. They'll work it out front. Now they'll kick it to the other side, around the right side, that is. And they'll swing it back as they'll try to go to Jackson on that left side. And they'll throw it all the way across court, almost throwing it away. They do, into the hands of Bennett. Lyris Bennett on the run out. Bennett underneath the bucket. She'll throw it up. Shot won't fall for Nashville as the ball is knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with the Scrapperettes. Scrapperettes inbounded. Emma Chambers gets the pass from Basilier, gives it back to Karsten Scribner. Scribner with it out front, over to Bennett. Right back to Scribner, top of the key with the basketball. Now she gives it to Bennett and has Scribner come through to the corner. They go to Basilier down low, shot up. Won't fall for Basilier. She'll kick it back out. As Chambers can't handle a hard pass that time from Bennett. A little bit too close to throw it that hard. And the turnover right now gives it back to Arkadelphia. Nashville having a couple of looks at it. Cannot get it to go down here early. There's the pressure by the Scrapperette defense. There's Scribner and McCauley as knocking the basketball away. It'll stay with Arkadelphia as McCauley steps in front of that one. So Arkadelphia with it down on the sideline in front of the Nashville bench. They'll go to the corner with it. Nowhere to go. Nashville's playing in that 2-3 matchup zone. Very active early here. They'll try to go downside. That's the big girl they want to go to inside, and she is a handful in there. As that'll be the first foul of the contest. They get it down to the low post, and that foul is going to go against Emma Chambers. So at the line will be the Badgers. First one on the way, no good for the Arkadelphia Badgers, as that's Katie Gentry, and she is a handful down there low. Gentry's second shot's on the way, and she is in the book with a point. So now Arkadelphia takes first blood. They lead it 1-0. Scribner gets it to Basilier, back out to Bennett. Now to Scribner. Three on the way, good. Scribner picking up from shooting that basketball like she did last night. 3-1 Nashville lead. They get it to Gentry. Now we're going to try to tie her up, and instead they're going to call a foul. And I believe they're going to get Basilier with that foul. So Basilier with the first foul of the evening for the Scrapperettes. They'll get the ball inside this Arkadelphia. Down low it goes to Gentry. She'll miss it underneath, and we have nothing to do but foul her. She is such a handful. Once she gets it down on the low block, she is a handful, and she's either probably going to make the basket or they're going to foul her, and we've sent her to the line now twice. So Katie Gentry at the line trying to tie this ball game. Shot up by Gentry, no good. She's 1 out of 3 so far. As Basilier is going to take a seat, and that's going to be Angel Watson coming in. Now a timeout's going to be called. Timeout taken by Arkadelphia's coach, Jonathan Klein. As we're going to leave it right here. We're just underway as coming back out after this timeout is going to be Katie Gentry. She's been at the line. She scored the only point Arkadelphia has. Nashville ain't got anything to really blow their horn about. A three-pointer by Karsten Scribner, as the Scrapperettes have missed a couple of attempts down at the offensive end. That's kind of where we stand right now. So they'll come out of the timeout. Gentry will go to the free throw line as she'll try to cut this game to a 1-point game. Just underway. Nashville leading 3-1. Gentry at the foul line with 1 remaining foul shot. Basilier with 1 foul for the Scrapperettes already. Also Emma Chambers with 1 foul. Arkadelphia yet to have 1. There's the shot put up by Gentry. She'll make it, and the score 3-2. Here come the Scrapperettes. Scribner kicks it left side to Bennett. She'll go through to that corner. Looking to shoot at all times. Now the ball knocked off of Scribner, and the turnover will give it to the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers. So Nashville going to have to pick it up right here, leading 3-2, but we're just underway, so you got to get the flow of the game going. Nashville trapping as they try to get to the corner. Now the Badgers will swing it right side. 3 on the way, won't go. Long rebound run out and that's McKillian that will get it. They try to go inside. Now there's Watson right there to try to get after that basketball. There's Bennett with the steal. Nashville comes on the transition. Up ahead it goes to Scribner. Left-hand layup, 2 points, good. 5-2 Nashville. McKillian with it in the backcourt. Nashville applying the pressure for a court. Trouble for the Badgers. They'll get it across the timeline, almost an over and back because Gentry was real close to that half-court line. McKillian up through the middle, gives it right side, off the glass, good for the Badgers. So 2 points there, as that's Jackson with the 2-point basket. And Nashville leads 5-4. Watson gets it, kicks it back over to Lewis Bennett. She'll go to the top of the key, drives through the lane, shot up, won't fall for Bennett, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Chambers. 3 on the way. Emma Chambers with the tray. 8-4 Scrapperette lead. McKillian in the backcourt. She'll dribble and she'll kick it right side. Now that ball is almost knocked out of bounds and they bounce it on the end line. And that'll be a turnover against the Badgers, as that's Smith bouncing it out of bounds. So here we go. 8-4 lead, and Carson Scribner's going to bring it up. Scribner kicks it right side. Chambers on that wing had a little open, and then it gives it back to Scribner. 3 on the way, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Gentry clears the board for the Lady Badgers. Nashville covering them up in the backcourt. Gentry with it. She'll bring it across the timeline. She'll get it out front, and they'll attack from the left side. Shot up, won't go. McKillian with the rebound. Put back, good. Janiah McKillian. 8-6 Scrapperette lead. Chambers comes back, gives it to Scribner. Scribner dribbles right side. Now back out front we go to Emma Chambers. That's going to be backcourt. That should have been a backcourt play. Nobody touched it. Now a 3 put up by Bennett. Does nothing but air ball, but that should have been a turnover. Nobody touched the ball. Chambers went and got it. And it should have been a backcourt call, but no call. Nashville gets away, but then shoots an air ball. So the Badgers will inbound the basketball. They'll get it to McKillian. Maya Green staying back to help out against the pressure from the Scrapperettes. And now they'll try to throw over the top. They're able to do so as they'll get it to Jackson. Now the ball knocked away, and it'll stay with the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers. Nashville applying that pressure. 8-6 lead. 3:05 to play here in the first. Nashville lead. So Green with it. She'll cross the timeline. She'll get it ahead to Jackson. Now back to Green. They'll work it around. They'll go right side to McKillian. McKillian driving inside the paint. Throws it over to Gentry. Shot up. Good by Gentry. Too tough inside the paint is Katie Gentry. 8 all tied. Scribner kicks it right side. Chambers with it. Back to Scribner in the right corner. Back to Chambers. Chambers now will penetrate in the lane. Shot up. Won't go. Rebound by the Badgers. Owens with it. Gives it up to McKillian. And now they'll get it out front, as that's going to be Owens. Back to McKillian, and now down low they go down. Jackson's shot hits the side of the backboard. No call is standing tall as McCauley. Up ahead, run out. That's going to be Scribner. Shot up, good, and 1. Scribner go to the line with the 2 points. Karsten Scribner coming off a 33-point game last night. And right now she sits in this contest with 7 of the 10 for the Scrapperettes, trying to make it 8 points for her already in this first period. Scribner's first shot too short off the front of the iron. She'll miss it. Ball batted around front for her. Scribner on the ground, gets it back to Bennett. Chambers, top of the key. 3 on the way, good. 13-8. Nashville leads by 5. They'll inbound the basketball. Green has it in the backcourt. Nashville looking to trap her. And now they'll get it across to McKillian. Across the timeline they'll go. McKillian attacks. Right side layup. Good. Nice looking play there by the Badgers as they got it to Jackson. Back comes Nashville with a 3-point lead. Scribner at the top of the key. Back to Chambers. She's filling it. Shot up, won't go, and there's a whistle and a foul. That will send Chambers to the free throw line with a chance of 3 free throws. Trying to see who the foul was on. It goes against Janiyah McKillian, and that's going to be 2 on her. So Emma Chambers at the line for the Scrapperettes. First one on the way. Won't go for Emma Chambers. Rode around and fell out. 1:35 to play in the first. 13-10 Scrapperettes. Next one on the way. Good by Chambers. And so Kanai Stewart will come in. Also, Arkadelphia subbing out right here in this first period to give her starters a break. So Stewart comes in for the Scrapperettes. Second one on the way, the third one on the way for Chambers is good. Nashville back to a 5-point lead, 15-10. Green has it. Now she'll hand it off to Jackson in the backcourt. They'll try to throw over the top. They'll get it thrown over the top to Smith, and now that'll be a carry call as she cupped the basketball. Turnover gives it back to the Scrapperettes. Nashville needs a bucket this time down to go up 7 or 8 points. Stewart with it on the right wing. Dribbles, gives it right back to Scribner. 3 on the way. In and out, won't go. Watson fighting for the rebound, and it says it stays with the Scrapperettes. Well, I'll tell you what, Angel Watson, she'll come in and she'll work on these boards now. So Sophia McCauley will inbound the basketball to Scribner as she tries to get position down low. Now Chambers with it, back to Scribner. They work the right side. Back down to McCauley. Now Scribner on that right corner trying to get free, trying to get a little separation. Stewart back to Chambers, now Scribner. Scribner with it. Twills gives it to McCauley, back out to Chambers. 12 to shoot. Chambers needs some help, gives it back to Stewart, over to Watson. Scribner now, down to 6. 6 on the shot clock, gives it to Watson. Watson from 10 feet, shot up, won't go, fight for the rebound, goes out of bounds and will belong to the Badgers. Nashville ran that 35 seconds down to about 33. Finally got a look from about 10 feet, couldn't get it to go. So Chambers will take a seat. And Lewis Bennett will come back in with 37.6 seconds. And coming into the game for the Arkadelphia Badgers will be Spirit Golden. Across the timeline go the Badgers, now intercepted by the Scrapperettes. McCauley comes away with it off the hands of Bennett. 27 seconds, shot clock is off here in the first. 15-10, Nashville lead. Scribner dribbles out front. Coach Paulding says, hey, let's come get it. As he gets it over to Bennett. Going to hold for one shot. Down to 12 seconds. Now we put it in motion. Bennett back to Scribner. 3 on the way. Shot won't go. Knocked around. Picked up by Stewart. She goes up. No whistle. Stays with the Scrapperettes with 0.6 seconds. Stewart found herself in the middle of the lane with a bunch of trees, and they knocked it out of bounds. We'll get it to Scribner. She'll try to shoot it on the jump shot. Catches it midair, and that's how we'll end the first period of play. Nashville 15, Arkadelphia 10. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back here on KMTV 99. Nashville leads it 15-10. Scrapperettes with it. They'll kick it right sides. As that Stewart with the shot, it won't go. And rebound Arkadelphia. In the front court in a hurry is going to be Jackson. She'll pull up for three. Shot won't go. Fight for the rebound. And off the tipped hands of Stewart, I believe that was, as the ball is tied up. It'd be a jump ball. Possession area staying with the Badgers was Jackson, I do believe. That was, no, I take that back. That was Smith. A lot of these girls have these ponytails, and when they got their back turned to you, they cover up their number, so it's kind of hard to know. Arkadelphia will inbound the basketball. They'll get it out front. That'll be Stewart with it, as now they'll kick it left side. Arkadelphia moves it to the top, the key. Jackson in through the paint, throws it up with one hand, and they say she traveled with it before she got there. And the turnover will give it back to the Nashville Scrapperettes. 7:17 to play before half. Nashville leads it 15-10. So Chambers is going to jog it up across the timeline. She'll set it up and kick it left side. Bennett thought about the three. Now gives it back to Chambers. Back to Bennett. She'll shoot the tray. On the way, shot in and out. Won't go. Rebound, Arkadelphia. Nashville not hitting a lot of threes. They have three on the night, two by Chambers and one by Scribner. But normally very active out there and very good. So now we have a double dribble call against the Badgers and another turnover. Back-to-back turnovers will give it back to the Nashville Scrapperettes. So McCauley, correction on that. That will be Scribner. That will be McCauley. That will throw the ball in to Scribner. She'll kick it over to Bennett. Bennett pulls the three again from the top of the key. Good. That is what we're used to seeing out of Lyris Bennett right there. 18-10 as Arkadelphia bring the basketball up. Nashville is going to be right after that basketball as they'll go baseline. Nowhere to go as Watson has good defense cutting off the baseline. Now the other side, shot put up, no good. Watson on the run out. In transition, here comes Nashville. Scribner for three, no good. Backside rebound, and the ball goes off the hands of Arkadelphia. That's probably a missed call. It actually went off the hands of Arkadelphia and hit Lyris Bennett. It should be Arkadelphia's ball. They may overturn this. Yes, they do. That's the right call. That's what should have happened right there as one official come in and told the other, and that is the correct call that should have been made. So Arkadelphia will inbound the basketball. They'll get it to Stewart, and then it goes right back to Jackson. She is across the timeline, and that will be a blocking foul. They either get Scribner or they're going to get Bennett. They'll get Scribner. That'll be her first. So Lyris Bennett is going to take a seat, and Stewart's going to come back in the contest as maybe we got some blood. We got something going on with Lyris Bennett, and they'll come try to clean her up. There's the ball stolen away from Chambers. Chambers on the transition. She's into the middle of the lane, gives it over to Watson. Watson drives, shot up, won't work, gets her own rebound. Kicks it back to Chambers. Three on the way, no good, in and out. And now we're going to get another quick foul. That's not good for the Scrapperettes as Karsten Scribner tried to tie him up. That'll be number 2 on Karsten Scribner. We don't need her in trouble. 5:46 to go before half. And that's the kind of defense and type of play that Coach Pauldine likes. But, boy, I tell you what, sometimes it's risky. Back the other way come the Badgers. They'll throw it up, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Jump ball, possession of taking off towards the national end. That will be the Scrapper basketball. Basilier coming in, and that's another one that we got to get going. We got to get the big post girl who can hit it outside or in. Ava Basilier going here tonight. We'll give it to Chambers right side. Scribner right back to her in that right corner as Watson goes to the highest post. Back out to Chambers. We swing it. Now Basilier open from 3. Can she knock it down? Yes, she can. Got to get going. 21-10. Let's see if we can take off on that made 3. Badgers with it in the backcourt. There's the pressure, and they'll throw it away, and the turnover gives it right back to Nashville. This is the time at the 5:03 mark that Nashville needs to come down and bury a 2 or another 3 and see if we can really get going. Basilier with it back to Scribner on that left side, over to Chambers. Thought about the three. They're giving her plenty of room. Now we'll go to Watson, back out to Chambers. Chambers with a shot. Won't go. Rebound Scribner. Scribner goes back up with it tough. Can get it, gets it again. Goes up again, no whistle. And Coach Paul Dean says, hey, there got to be something going on. We got a jump ball or we got a foul, but something has to go on. I mean, it's like, hey, get the big stick out and let's play. But something's got to happen, and I'm talking both ways. I'm talking the same way on the Arkadelphia end. And hopefully that you get used to this type of play, and it continues into the state tournament. Now Nashville's going to throw it away, steal by the Badgers. McKillian to the other end, and she'll be fouled going to the bucket. So a bad inbound pass play gives it right back to Arkadelphia. That foul will go against Chambers. She's got two. So the Scrapperettes setting with Carson Scribner and Chambers with 2 fouls. Basilier has 1. McKillian at the line, shot up, good. 21-11. McKillian trying to cut into that lead. 10-point lead. She's trying to make it a single-digit game. Second shot on the way. Good again by McKillian. 21-12. 4:33 to play before halftime. Scribner across the timeline. Basilier with it now. Over to Chambers. Chambers back to Basilier. Top the key. Now Chambers again on the right wing. They'll rotate. Change spots. Down low it goes to McCauley. She goes baseline. No look pass, but the thing about it, there's a blue jersey there. Now a steal by the Scrapperettes. Chambers off the steal. Drives right side. Shoots it up over the top. Won't go. There's a rebound. We'll get it again on the backside, and now there's a foul on the floor as Nashville trying to stay in midair. Just catch it and come back down and go up. I mean, that's great if you can make that shot, but probably 90% of the time you're not going to make it, especially in girls basketball. Nothing against them, but that's normally not the case. Basilier has it off the inbound. Now to Scribner, long three on the way. No good. Rebound Basilier, put up and in. Basilier now with 5 points for the Scrapperettes, 23-12. Back comes Arkadelphia. Almost a flash and steal. Instead it goes off the hands of McKillian out of bounds. And the turnover again it back to the Scrapperettes. So Nashville trying to get going. They kind of been on a slow trip. So a 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back. Scribner has it on the left wing over to Basilier in that corner. 3 on the way by Basilier, no good. Rebound Arkadelphia. Badgers have it in the backcourt. They'll bring it up. Nashville waits at midcourt to try to pick them up defensively. They'll throw right over the top, down low. They try to go backside. Good job by Basilier preventing Gentry getting that pass. Now Watson sprints out with it over to Chambers. She'll shoot it right side. Shot up, won't fall. Watson with the rebound. Back to Chambers, out to Basilier. 3 on the way. Good by the Basilier. Ava Basilier. Basilier is sitting with 8 points now with 3 minutes to play before half. 26-12. There's the pass to Gentry. They'll get it back as that's going to be Jackson over to McKillian. McKillian drives right through the Scrapperette defense, and there's going to be a whistle and a foul. And let's see who they get on that one. I believe they'll get McCauley on that foul. I'll tell you why, and when in doubt, McKillian gets it, and she goes hard to the basket. First foul against McCauley. So McKillian at the line again, and she sinks another one. Janiyah McKillian has not missed at the free throw line for the Arkadelphia Badgers. She has 5 points for the Badgers. Next one on the way by McKillian. She stays perfect. 26-14 Nashville lead. Back comes Scribner. Kicks it to Watson at the high post. She falls and hits the floor. Now it's a fight for it, and the possession area is going to go to Arkadelphia. I don't know if she lost her footing or was fouled, but, I mean, caught the basketball and hit the floor. No whistle, so the tied-up basketball gives it right back to Arkadelphia. Jackson with it on the inbound. Nashville looking to pick up pressure. They'll get it to McKillian. McKillian working hard. Nashville tries to turn her back the other way. Gives it to Jackson. Scrapper-esque go back door, and there's a good job by McCauley reading that play all the way. Now Scribner out on the run out. Over to Basilier. 3 again on the way. Good again. Ava Basilier. Basilier now with 11 points of the 29 at 2:06 before half. McKillian to break the timeline. Scrapperettes always looking for the basketball, and there's a steal by Angel Watson over to Scribner. 2 points good. And Arkadelphia says, give me a timeout. 31-14, 1:51 to play before half. We'll take a the Nashville Scrapperettes has outscored Arkadelphia 16-4 here in the second, and they lead it 31-14. Gentry will have the basketball for the Badgers. As now almost stolen away by Basilier. There's a 3 from the right side. It won't go. Fight for that rebound. Arkadelphia will retain it. They tried to go back door. Basilier with the defense right there on the back cut. Good job, Ava Basilier. And to the front court comes Basilier over to Scribner. Another 3's launched. In and out, won't go. Bennett with the putback, won't go. McCauley with the rebound. And she's having trouble underneath, needs to get it out. And now there will be a whistle and a foul. As the Scrapperettes had a couple of looks at it, couldn't get it to go down in that cylinder, and they'll have it underneath their own bucket. 1:14 to play before half, 31-14 Scrapperettes. Basilier looking, gets it out to Scribner, back to Basilier, 3 on the way from the corner, good. Ava Basilier has come to play tonight. 34-14, 1:03 to play before half. There's the ball that gets to McKillian. Look for her to try to drive to the bucket if she can. She'll step back and shoot the tray, air ball, and Ava Basilier comes up with it. Now Bennett on the run out. Lyris Bennett won't get it to go. Rebound out to Chambers. Shot up, won't fall. Scribner with the rebound. She'll go up tough, and we'll go to the free throw line. Boy, Nashville just right underneath the basket. Normally puts those second chance points up and they go in, but I'm telling you, from about 4 or 5 feet, we have a low shooting percentage right now. But we keep after it and keep rebounding, so that's a good thing. Scribner's first one on the way, good. 35-14. Scribner with one more free throw. Next one on the way, no good. Rebound by McCauley, put back up and in. Good job by Sophia McCauley. Great job there on the boards. 30 seconds to go here before half. Badgers get it right side to Jackson. She'll drive. Now the ball knocked away. Basilier comes up with it. Here comes Emma Chambers. Pull up 10-foot jumper. Good. Good job by Chambers getting out with it and putting it down. 15 seconds as McKillian with the basketball. Basilier fronts her. Don't get a cheap foul right here before half. Ball goes out of bounds off the Badgers, and they say last touch by Nashville. Good job of Coach Paul Dean bringing in some other players here, getting out Scribner with 2 fouls, getting out Basilier with a foul. 7 seconds to play before half. 39-14 Nashville. They'll kick it out. Badgers with the 3 from the right side. Good. As that's going to be Jackson with the 3 right before the buzzer, and they score. At halftime, Nashville 39 and Arkadelphia 17. We'll take a
And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is It's confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than
So they'll kick it out to Scribner. She sets the feet for three, lets it go. Shot rolls around and falls through the nylon for three. Need a little butter with that roll. Back come the Badgers. They'll cross the timeline. Now almost another steal by Chambers. I love the way Chambers plays. It's a full game for Emma Chambers. She plays defensively. She plays offensively. She dives for loose balls. That's what you want out of a basketball player. And, boy, I'll tell you what, she loves playing it. Back come the Badgers. McKillian almost throws it into the hands of Scribner. Now they get it down low. Does Arkadelphia. Shot put up. Won't go. Gentry right there for the rebound. Turnaround jumper. You can't stop her once she gets down there. You cannot stop Gentry once she gets it down on the low block. 2 points by Katie Gentry. Back comes Scribner. Swings it left side to Chambers. Over to Bennett now. Across the way. Three on the way. No good. Rebound Arkadelphia. Getting plenty of open looks from three. And we've made a lot of them tonight. But, boy, when you get an open look like that, you really got to make them pay no matter who you're playing. Badgers with it. Knocked out of bounds with the quick, active hands. So instead, they're going to call a foul on Basilier. Basilier going for the basketball. That'll be her third foul. So Basilier picks up the third foul at the 6:27 mark of the third period. Now there's almost a steal by Basilier. Instead, McKillian gets it. She'll go to the bucket, and we're going to foul her. So McCauley is called with the foul. And that will send back to the line McKillian, who's been there a bunch tonight for the Badgers. That's the second foul against Sophia McCauley. McKillian has not missed a free throw tonight for Arkadelphia. Shot on the way, good again. So one more shot coming for McKillian. Nashville up by 24 points. She can make it a 23-point contest. Next one on the way, good again. 44-21. Here comes Carson Scribner across the timeline. Nashville sets the offense to Bennett on the right wing. And now she'll spin and look for some help. Gets it down to Basilier. Basilier trying to dribble through. Can't get through traffic. Goes to Bennett. Bennett is tied up. And now it goes into the hands and kicks it out to Chambers. She'll pull up from about 10 feet and knock it down. Could have took the three. Wise to go in a couple of steps and then knock it down was Emma Chambers. Back on the Badgers, little Euro step. Backside, there's that girl. There she is. Gentry on the backside rebound. Another 2 points for Katie Gentry. And now the ball will be knocked out of bounds off the Badgers. Scrapperettes will keep it. And coming into the game for the Badgers, it looks like that's going to be Chloe Browning-Barton. So Basilier will inbound. Scribner for three, won't go. That's an air ball. She had too much on that one. It hits the end line. And the turnover will give it to Arkadelphia. 5:35 to play in the third. 46-23 Nashville. They'll get it across the timeline. Gentry right on that line. And now there's another foul. And you're going to have to get Ava Basilier out of there. That's foul number 4. So Basilier has picked up 2 fouls here in about 2 minutes. And that's the only bad thing. Basilier is so aggressive that she picks up a lot of fouls, and she'll have to sit. And she's had a good night. Basilier is sitting with 14 points. All of those points coming in the second quarter. There's another timeout. We'll take it. To play, and there's a steal by McKillian. She's going to the other way with it. She'll throw it up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and now we're going to have a foul as Arkadelphia comes to get the board, and they go over the back. And that will give it right back to the Scrapperettes. 4:10 to play in the third. Nashville up 48-29, and here come the Scrapperettes. Carson Scribner across the timeline. She'll kick it right side to Lyris Bennett. Right back to Scribner. Thought about the three. Nowhere to go. Good defense by Arkadelphia. Now to Watson. Over to a wide open. And a made three, Emma Chambers. Knock it down, Emma Chambers from deep. Nice looking shot by Chambers. 51-29. Now there's a fight for it, and McKillian comes away with it. And up ahead it goes to Gentry. Get out of her way. Blocking foul against McCauley. That ain't even fair. I'm telling you, when Katie Gentry gets that basketball and she goes to the bucket, nobody's stopping her. Good job by McCauley just to get in front of her. She slid about 6 feet. Now, I'm a Katie Gentry fan for the Badgers because I'm telling you, when she gets it down low, you can forget it. Gentry to the line with a made free throw. She'll close it to a 51-30 Nashville lead. Gentry again with it. On the way, good by Gentry. 3:37 here to go in the third. As Gentry will take a seat. They'll bring in another player, didn't get the number. And then Scribner will bring it up for Nashville. Kicks it right side to Bennett. Bennett back to Scribner. Long three launched. No good. Fight for it underneath. And McKillian comes away with it for the Badgers. Now we're going to have a double dribble called on McKillian. I think she went to throw the basketball and decided not to and had that other hand come across, so the turnover gives it right back to Nashville in front of their bench. Scribner will take the inbound. She'll work it right side, right in front of Paul Dean. Now the Scrapperettes throw it away as Bennett went to break to the lane, and that's a miss on a layup by the Badgers. Tough break there. A breakaway for the Badgers will not go down, as that was Smith missing it, and then she'll get the foul. A little bit of frustration there off the missed layup. So let's see if we can get going again offensively here for the Scrapperettes. That'll be Carson Scribner, as she's going to dribble out with McKillian on her. We'll swing it again to Chambers, over to McCauley, in and out. Watson with the rebound. Back out to Chambers. Chambers drives in the lane. Pull-up jumper from 10. Good, Emma Chambers. Emma Chambers and one. Chambers picking it up here tonight, folks. Emma Chambers. Chambers sitting with 14. Make another three on that. She's got 17 points, trying to make it 18 at the line. Emma Chambers. Shot on the way by Chambers. Good by Chambers. 18 points for Chambers with 2:48 to go here in the third. Back come the Badgers. Shot put up from the right side, in and out. Now it goes down through the line for Smith. Scribner across the timeline, and the Nashville offense gets set. They'll kick it right side to Bennett. Bennett back to Carson Scribner, right back to Bennett, right wing. Penetration, 15-foot jumper, won't go. She'll get it again. Puts it up, no foul. Rebound, Arkadelphia. Badgers on the run. Jackson in the middle of the court. Chambers will reach in and knock it away, and they're going to get her with the foul. That wasn't much of a foul. I mean, maybe she got her on the wrist, but she got more ball, but still a foul called. Oh, they're going to get Lyris Bennett instead, so Chambers thought she had a foul. I did too. And instead, they get Bennett with the foul. That'll be her first. Shot on the way, good by the Badgers. That's Jackson at the line with the free throw. 54-34, Nashville by 20. Jackson's going to try to cut it to 19. Next shot goes. It's good. So we'll have another substitution for Arkadelphia, and we'll inbound it. Here comes Carson Scribner. Scribner going across the timeline. They'll set it up top the key, kick it right side to Bennett. Bennett over to Carson Scribner. She'll pull up a little floater. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. I thought she might have been passing it to McCauley. Pressure in the backcourt by the Scrapperettes. Arkadelphia gets it across the pressure. Almost a travel, now a steal by Nashville's Emma Chambers. And a reach-in foul against Arkadelphia. So that will send Chambers back to the line. Emma Chambers to go back to the charity stripe at the 147 mark. Nashville leading 54-35. So Chambers takes her time at that free throw line. Shot on the way, good. 55-35. One more shot coming as McCauley will sit. Basilier back in the ball game with 4 fouls. Shot up by Chambers, good. 56-35 Nashville. Scrapperettes applying pressure to McKillian. She's going to get out of it. She attacks. Gentry right side off the glass, good. McKillian to Gentry. Back comes Nashville. Watson saves it in, kicks it back to Scribner. Scribner to Basilier. 3 on the way, good by Basilier. 59-37. Pressure again in the backcourt. They'll get it to Gentry. Gentry across court it goes. As that's Green with it. Back to McKillian. This time they'll throw it to the right side. Nashville again extending the defense. McKillian with it. Way outside for 3. No good. Long rebound run down by the Badgers. They'll get it to Gentry inside. Shot put up and in. When she gets it down there, like I say, she's automatic. Back comes Emma Chambers, left wing over to Scribner. Now Basilier again for 3. No good this time. Gentry with the rebound. Badgers has it with 42 seconds to go. Pressure being applied to the Badgers in the backcourt. And now they'll get it into the front court as that's going to be Smith with it. Back to McKillian. Down low they try to go. It goes out of bounds, and Nashville will have it with 28.5 seconds. Stewart's going to check in. Bennett will leave for the Scrapperettes. Also checking back in for the Badgers will be Chloe Browning-Barton. So Carson Scribner across the timeline at about 21 seconds, and Nashville's going to hold for 1. Coach Paul Dean directing traffic, puts Stewart in that right corner. They'll kick it to her. Right back to Basilier. Down it goes to the high post. Watson after Scribner. 3 on the way. Good! 62-39. And that will do it for the first half. The Scrapperettes will take a 62-39 lead here going into the final 8 minutes. Both these teams playing hard here tonight. Want to be the 2, want to be the 1 going into Morrilton representing this regional. We'll take a break and we'll be minutes of the game gives Nashville a 64-39 lead. Pressure being applied again to the Badgers. They'll get it across the timeline. They'll work it right side, as that is going to be Jackson throwing it off of Stewart. Got in the bind as they had her double teamed in this right corner here. Badgers will have it out of bounds with 20 to shoot on the shot clock. So Jackson will inbound the basketball for Arkadelphia. She's going to kick it out. That ball will go to Owens, and now they try to go right back to Jackson as Basilier almost picks it up, and but instead she'll knock it out of bounds. Jackson looking. They'll throw it way out across that to the other side. Now they'll get it back to McKillian, back over to Jackson. 3 on the way. Good shot by Jackson. Jackson has a couple of threes tonight. 7:04 to go, 64-42 Scrapperettes. And now Lyris Bennett with the basketball. Gets it over to Watson. Back out front it goes to Bennett. Bennett trying to drive and penetrate, nowhere to go, getting herself in trouble. And now we'll finally have a timeout called by Coach Paul Dean. We'll take it with him, 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back. Two off the left wing, no good. It goes off McCauley's hands, off the rebound, and she can't handle it. It'll go back to Arkadelphia. As Arkadelphia will have it, Nashville's going to pick up pressure in the back court. And they'll get it across the timeline. Almost a steal there by Basilier. Basilier's got to be careful because she's got 4 fouls, or she'd have really went after that basketball. They'll get it down low. Shot partially blocked by McCauley. Now Stewart with it on the run out. Kenyatta Stewart up the right side. She'll pull it back. Gets it to Basilier from the corner. Basilier now will try to penetrate. In the lane, kicks it out to Bennett. 3 on the way. Good by Bennett. 67-42. And Arkadelphia will have the basketball. They'll get it into the front court. Back across it goes to Jackson. She'll shoot the long 3. Short on the end. Bennett with the rebound. Back the other way. Kicks it right side to Watson. She's got 2 points. Watson's first 2 of the game. 69-42 Scrapperettes. Back comes Arkadelphia with it. That's Jackson weaving her way through traffic. Throws it up, and that ball is going to be knocked out of bounds and stay with the Badgers. Tex Worthen. I need trophies brought out here to the thing. I put trophies, but he didn't answer me. You may want to call him. Did you get a score from that earlier game, boys game? I do, but I'll get it to you later. All right, 69-42, 5:17 to play here in the ball game. And that'll be a foul, reaching foul on the Scrapperettes. Mr. Graham, I hand them out. He ain't answering. Call Cliff. Chambers, I was having to do some other things here, and she'll be fouled hard on the right side by Jackson. And boy, I hope she's all right down there. Emma Chambers had a heck of a game tonight, a hard foul. She drove to the right side. So Chambers pops back up. She'll go to the free throw line. We don't need to lose anybody here going to the state tournament. There he is right there. So that's going to be a flagrant foul they're going to call, and Chambers will be there at the line, and then Nashville will get the basketball. Shot on the way by Chambers is good. She'll have one more coming. Nashville hits the 70 mark, 70-42. Next one on the way, good again by Emma Chambers. She's having a good ball game tonight, as well as a lot of these Scrapperettes. Trying to push Nashville to the number 1 seed. If the Scrappers are the 1 seed, they'll play on Tuesday at 7 o'clock in Morrilton. Scribner back out to Chambers. 3 on the way, no good. Man, I was wanting it to go down for that young lady. She's played so well tonight. Out it goes to Watson. Watson gains her presence, gives it back to Chambers, over to Basilev. 3 from the corner, no good. Fight for the rebound. Katie Gentry pulls the board. Back comes McKillian and the Badgers. They'll kick it right side. Jackson with the 3 from the corner, no good. Fight for the rebound. Basilev away with it. Ava Basilev ahead to Chambers. To Carson Scribner, good. And Nashville goes up 30, and Coach Paul Dean's going to pull the troops out. And the Scrapper fans are on their feet. Scrapperettes go up by 30 or more points here. Now that will force the clock to run. 73-42. And it's looking now like as time is getting close. Here's what we got. Arkadelphia will play on Wednesday at 7 o'clock in Morrilton. They'll be the number 2 seed here out of the 4-1 or -4. I don't know what the AAA's calling it. We always called it the South Regional. But they'll play at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Nashville will play at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. So 2 pretty good clubs going to the state tournament. I hope they make some noise. I'd love to see both of them in Hot Springs is what I'd love to see. So here we go, Arkadelphia with the basketball. They'll bring it up. That's going to be Smith with the basketball. She'll give it up over the right side as Nashville has 5 new players in the contest. Arkadelphia also is subbed out with players. You got to do that. There's 4:07 to play, but hey, you got to go to the state tournament. So Perez will inbound the ball to Bertato. They'll cross the timeline with it. And now that's Lucy Hagler with the basketball. They kick it out. Right side, Bertato for 3 won't go. Nashville fighting for that basketball. Perez down on the court with it. Jump ball. Scrapperettes will have the possession arrow. So Nashville will inbound the basketball. As that's going to be Perez over to Bertato. Bertato now gives it back to her. Bertato for 3, won't go. And here comes the Arkadelphia offense. Badgers bring it up. Driving through traffic, shot put up, won't fall for the Badgers. And now a reach-in foul would be called against Carter. 3:07 to play, 73-42 Scrapperettes. They'll be the number 1 seed going to Morrilton from this 4A South Regional Tournament. Shot put up by the Badgers, won't fall. We'll have a trophy presentation right after this contest as we'll get the girls presented their trophies, as Arkadelphia will be the runner-up in this regional tournament. Nashville will be the champion of the 4A South Regional. Shot on the way, no good by the Badgers' Stewart. And she will have one more coming. .215 and counting. Scrapperettes ahead to Central Arkansas on Tuesday for a 7 o'clock contest. Now we have a stop and play, lane violation, and the ball will go over to the Scrapperettes. 73-42. And back comes the Scrapperettes. They'll give it down low. Bertado with a shot. Won't go. Kicked out to Coffee. Shot on the way. No good. And Arkadelphia down with it, and here they come into the front court. It'll be the Badgers. They'll kick it left side. They'll swing it. Shot, and now partially blocked by Bertado. 125. Coach Paul Dean is going to run in some more players. Going to get them all in here tonight. Marino comes in along with Reed. So the Badgers keeping the same 5 there. Next ball game will feature Magnolia against Star City for the 1 and 2 seed. Nashville is the 3 seed. Watson Chapel the 4 seed in the boys. Scrapper boys will play on Wednesday, 5:30 tip in Morrilton. So Nashville's boys plays on Wednesday, March 4th, 5:30. The girls will play on Tuesday at 7 o'clock on March the 3rd. Badgers come back with 2 points right there. Down to 25 seconds. Like I say, we'll have a trophy presentation. May try to get Paul Dean up here to talk to us if Jasmine can hang around for a little bit. I'll tell you what, we ain't done it all year, and I ain't no need to do it tonight. We'll just try to maybe catch him this coming week before we go to the state tournament. There's a shot by Coffee that won't fall for the Scrapperettes, and that's going to do it. Final score, Nashville 73, Arkadelphia 44. And we're going to have a trophy presentation, and then we'll be off the air into the state tournament. One more time.
Good luck to the Lady Badgers in the state basketball tournament. Regional champions, the Nashville Scrapperettes.
in the 4-4A regional boys action. The visitors on the scoreboard will be the Magnolia Panthers, the home team will be the Star City Bulldogs. Are there any dogs in the house? Are there any Panthers in the house? Starting lineups first for the visitors. At guard, number 2, Deontay Hamilton. At forward, number 4, Dylan Dispute. At guard, number 5, Caleb Roach. At forward, number 32, Bubba Williams. And at guard, number 10, Malik Blank. The Panthers are coached by Manuel Wade and assisted by Ryan Franks and Marqueon Strickland. Now the home team, the Star City Bulldogs. At forward, number 24, Jaden Turner. At forward, number 40, Dante Cosline. At guard, number 15, Amarion Iverson. At guard, number 12, Keelan Turner. And at guard, number 0, Caleb Williams. The Bulldogs are coached by Reggie Turner, assisted by Jacob Lee. Turner for 2. Seconds, timeout. Magnolia. Turner, his first. Second timeout, Star City. for 2. Jackson with the basket. Three-point play for Jackson. Blanks for 2. Jackson on the foul. Blanks makes both. Caleb Williams for 2. Timeout, Magnolia. It's a full timeout. Turner makes one. George Jackson, his second. Caleb Williams for two. Fouls on Dylan Disney, his third. At the free throw line for the Bulldogs, number 12, Keelan Turner. Turner makes both. George Jackson for two. Keelan Turner for two. Halftime score, Magnolia 35, Clark City 20. It's second half action. Let me hear you, Panther fans. Bulldog fans. Dante Crawford on the foul, second. At the line, Malik Blank. Blank makes one. Turner, his second. Fouls on Dante Crawford, his third at the line, Malik Blank. Blank makes both. And the Williams for three. Bubba Williams for two. Fouls on Caleb Brooks, his first. Aiden Thomas on the foul. He's breaking forward to the free throw line. Timeout, Star City. Forward, makes it over. Mariana Kennedy for 2. It's fourth quarter time. His second at the line, Deontay Hamilton. Hamilton makes both. Foul on Deontay Hamilton, his first. Hamilton makes one. Fouls on Dante Crawford. His fourth. Basket's good. Taylor Roach at the free throw line. Hamilton for three. Allison for two.